Share your screen with your audience. You managing moderators can support your channel always. So I just got hello. Hello. So I wonder if anybody's going to show up here today. Hello. Oh, there are people here. Hi. That's exciting. How are y'all doing? Hi. Oh, I miss y'all. I do miss y'all too very much. So very much. How has life been? How has life been for y'all? Hi, Shine and Araceli. Araceli. I don't know. I don't want to chop up that name. Hi, AW. Wow, I cannot believe y'all are here. I thought I would sit here for about 30 minutes and be like, so can you answer a question? Can y'all hear me? Miss you very much too. Araceli, rough but good. I'm glad. That's a good attitude, Araceli. Shine, I'm doing well. I'm excited about that. Good. I'm glad y'all can hear me. So let me tell you why I'm here. I'm struggling, and I felt like I needed my people. I don't know. Are my people here? I don't know. I left YouTube during COVID and thought that I would get back to real life, or did go get back to real life. I've done well, but there's something missing deep inside. And I thought, well, let me come visit and see if it's you guys that I'm missing, because I do love y'all. And I'm not real good at this, so please forgive me for looking back down at the little chat area. Shine, yes, you are my people. I can hear you. Y'all are gonna make me cry. Thank you. So anyway, I'm struggling because I want to come back to YouTube, but I don't want to read tarot necessarily. But I know the world's in such a crazy place, and I think about so many things that, we could help each other with, I guess. I don't know. I'm feeling really awkward right now because it's been so long, and you guys are so awesome. So you may remember me as Jeanette. I thought about you last year. Hey, Makia, it's good to see you. I think I do. Jeanette sounds much more familiar than Shine, but I love that. You changed your username, I guess. I thought about changing the name of this channel, and coming back and talking about life, just truly talking about life all the time. About, people are talking about manifestation, and people are talking about how the world's about to end, and there's just so much going on out there. And part of me wants to come back and talk about it, but I really want y'all to be able to interact with me all the time, with each other. I don't know. I just thought I'd get on here and see who's there, who's still here, and how have you been? AW is Angie. Okay, good. Thank you. You did change your name, yes. And Makia, you thought about me last year. I love that. I would like to do that too. I just don't know how to do that yet. Yeah, Angie, me either. I don't, you're talking about getting online, starting a channel, and just getting on here to talk with people. I mean, that's what I want to do too. And I get so frustrated. At one time I had just cut television out of my life completely. And this last election, I just wanted to know what was going on. So I started watching the news, or at least getting on YouTube and catching clips of it. I actually don't have regular TV on my regular channels on my TV. But and I worry about people in our world, because there's so much information, and it's like you don't even know what you're supposed to believe. And we really have to stay tuned in to our heart and to our gut to be able to decipher or discern the information that we're getting, because there's just so much going on out there. I would like to do that too. I just looked at your channel the other day. I've done periodically just to see if you posted recently. Oh, Angie, I love that. Let me tell you, I have been back to my Spirit Mail email several times to see if anybody has sent a message. And sometimes I'm shocked because there's a few messages in there. So that's been, I don't think I've ever been truly disconnected, because I've been back quite a few times to check. We've been missing you. Yes, it's overwhelming. Yes, I send unlimited abundance of love, light energies to everyone, everywhere. I love that, Angie. That's so good. No, not Angie. I mean, Angie, you're good too, but Shine, Jeanette. It's Jeanette. I love that you're doing that, sending abundance and love energies to everyone, everywhere. My daughter, my youngest daughter, and I have had several intense conversations about the state of our world, and she gets so frustrated and aggravated about certain things going on, and I remind her that the energy that we hold in ourselves in regard to a situation is like the energy that we're sending the situation. So if it's something bad that we're seeing going on, if we roar against it, it makes it worse. That if we do what you're doing, Jeanette, you send everybody light energies and love, then that helps to heal whatever that situation is. I always tell people, worrying is like praying for the very worst possible outcome. And for us, and then anger, I would imagine would be praying for even worse than that in some sense. So but it's hard not to get emotional when you're watching all that stuff out there in the world. I don't know, but then I also try to express to my daughter, and I think I'm also expressing it to myself. It's a message for me as much as it is for her, is that we have to focus on our here and now, and our current, our present, not what's present out there. Not that we're not supposed to care about it or try to help it, but we also have to continue to move forward in our own lives to be strong enough to be able to make a difference, to be able to be strong enough emotionally and mentally to be able to send the love and the light to other people. Voodoo Sue, hello. I heard your voice in Deja Vu. Hello, how are you doing? I have kept you in my thoughts and prayers. Oh, Angie, thank you so much. To turn off the news because it's full of unwanted nonsense. Yes, Jeanette, that is true. Stay present and grounded. Yes, that's what I try to convey to her and to myself sometimes, because I can get caught up in it. I notice whenever I go days without watching anything on the news, my days flow and I feel a light presence. And then whenever I spend a couple of days watching the news or checking in with the news, I get grumpy. I get grouchy. I get to the point where I'm no good to not that I'm no good to myself. That's a little bit over exaggerated, but that my days don't flow as well. I can tell when I'm watching too much stuff I don't need to watch. I am still subscribed and hope to see you again. I just stopped watching the news and feel much better. Social media erased many boundaries for us, all that we now need to reestablish. Yes. True gratitude sending every day. Yes. Guys, y'all are just so awesome. I'm so glad that y'all are here. Um, and it's true that we have to be responsible for ourselves, right? We have to take responsibility for ourselves, and that means sometimes turning off the news, probably more than not. And again, there's so much information out there. It's like, how do you know which one is, because you can get caught in a funnel, or in a tunnel, and not and only hear one person talking all the time, and start taking everything that person says for gospel. But then if we take and we listen to other people who are reporting on or talking about the same thing, hey, whether it's the news and politics or whether it's about spiritual growth. I don't know if y'all remember, but I used to always say, guys, you don't have to cut 28,000 cartwheels and do 40 back bends to be able to reach your higher self, or to be able to bring goodness into your life. It's just a matter of believing, and believing to the point that and we know that we're worthy of the goodness. I am so sorry. I'm going to silence that and I'll call them back. That once we know that we're worthy of the goodness, uh, it flows to us better, and we can receive it better. And I love Abraham Hicks. I really do. Let's see. Hey, joyful soul. True gratitude in it. That is the feeling the news intends to make people feel. You're right, Jeanette. That is exactly what they're doing. They're trying to control us. They're trying to, if they can keep us in an uproar and keep us fighting against each other, then they can do things that probably shouldn't be done, because we're so busy fighting with each other, and fighting within ourselves, the war that we create within ourselves, that we don't walk in our fullest abundance and our fullest spiritual authority, because we're too busy worrying with these other things that are just a trap. It's just a trap. Hi, David. Thank you. I just popped in. I'm telling you, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I watched Midas Touch on YouTube, and they seem to stay pretty good, okay, on it just for a little bit, and then try to do what I can to do what I to make a difference. Voodoo Sue, putting on my own mask, self-care first. Yes. This grounds me not to be so emotional. Angie, yes, I watch Abraham Hicks too. This is only a simulation. Yes, Angie and Jeanette, y'all are right. Um, I had to turn off all the news. Yes, Voodoo Sue, that's what we were just talking about. Um, your entire team laid off. You had retired 12/31. Wow. We can only control what we can control. Yes, that's right. We can only control what we can control. Let me tell you why I'm here. I was sitting down having a chat with Chat GPT, because I feel frustrated. I don't know if y'all remember, but I was a real estate broker. I am a real estate broker. And when I left YouTube, my intention was not actually to leave the, the tarot channel. My intention was to get back into the real world, and get back to making money and make money and do YouTube. But I was so busy, and seemed to stay quite busy with my real estate, that um, I don't get back on YouTube, right? But I'm feeling this void, and I was having a chat with Chat GPT, and I said, I don't know where I'm supposed to go next. I feel almost like I have no purpose. And so Chat GPT started asking me a bunch of questions, like, what are your passions? What do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know. And I might have to go get some gum and come right back. Hang on just a second. I don't want to be coughing in y'all's ear. I did write a book, Jeanette. It was about an amazing experience that I had. So ChatGPT asked me, what am I passionate about? And I really couldn't answer that question. So ChatGPT dug a little deeper and said, well, what do you have any past experiences that made you feel fulfilled or made you feel passionate? And I was like, yeah. And it's you guys, it's this channel. But I don't want to necessarily read tarot because there were a lot of people that seemed to come to the channel for, it's like they relied on tarot to give them all the answers. And I don't think that's what tarot was ever meant to do. I think tarot is just like a guidance for our lives, not necessarily the answers. And you can have a great tarot reading, but if we don't, we can have a great tarot reading, but if we don't walk in that energy and take inspired action, nothing changes in our lives. And so tarot kind of, I felt like it was I started feeling like people were relying on it too much, and it almost could become crippling for some people. Not for everybody, because I still watch tarot every now and then, and but I choose who I watch, because if it's somebody that always has a dark message, I don't watch all that, because I don't believe in that for myself. This is only a simulation. I'd turn it all off. Yes, I did write a book. Oh, Voodoo Sue, it's so good to see you too. I'm sorry you have to go. I'm going to have to go soon too, because I actually have an appointment this afternoon. Chat been my friend for the last few months. Hey, let me tell you something. I just got introduced to ChatGPT last week. And the very first, in a seminar, in a workshop that I went to, and I was just amazed, because I'd heard about it, but I've never tried using it. But hang on. Hey, Merlene. Hello. Hello. Hey, I'm live on YouTube, so I'm gonna call you back. Okay. Okay. Bye. So whenever I came home from that workshop, I was journaling one morning, and I thought, you know what? Because in that workshop, they would do little worksheets. They'd ask you questions, and they'd say, okay, now take a picture, put it in ChatGPT, and let ChatGPT give you the outline for how you implement this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God. So whenever I got home and I was journaling one morning, I thought, after I journaled, it's about 4 pages. And I thought, I wonder what ChatGPT would do with that message. And so I took each page and took a picture of it and threw it in ChatGPT and said, give me a talk. Take my journal entries and give me a talk. And it did. And it gave me a talk to, like a talk to give. Then it said, do you want to do a workshop with it? And I'm like, a workshop? Yeah, I want to do whatever you think we can do with it. So it outlined all this stuff. And then I was trying to save it, and I couldn't save it, because I thought, you know what? This is something I would like to do one day, is actually give workshops based on my own personal experiences and personal beliefs. Helping people to believe in themselves. And it gave me all that information. Whenever I went to save it, I lost it. So it's like, God, what the heck? Let's see. You have a purpose. Just being able to share is a purpose. It helps us all. Oh, I love that, Angie. Thank you. Being here together with us may be a very good start to filling that void. We need a soul family. Yes, Jeanette, I agree with that. Let like one a month. You can only let like one a month. I love your energy. Thank you so much, Angie. That is not what tarot is. You're so right. So cool. I need to use chat. Oh, yeah. Listen, I have friends who say, "Oh my God, Chat GPT is evil," and I just want to laugh because everything can be evil if you let it. But on the flip side of the same coin, like Abraham Hicks says, everything can also be good. It's what we use it for and what we decide to do with it. Um, Churches can be beautiful and encouraging and beneficial for so many people. But let me tell you, there's a lot of people out there who have suffered major hurt and even, I would even say, mental crises because of church, because of the leadership in, any particular church. So, so yeah, anything can be good or bad. It just depends on what we do with it. Um, I love that. I love knowing that, and I wish everybody knew that. But anyway, okay, guys, it's like I got an appointment at 12:30. It's 12:17 over here my time, so I'm gonna go. But I love y'all so much, and maybe we can do this again in the next week or so, or the next few days. I don't know, but I love y'all. Thank y'all for popping in. I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing y'all again. I love you, Jeanette. I do. And I love you, Araceli. I will come back soon. I mean, I'm feeling so I agree we need to be with our soul family. And I'm sorry. Whew. I love y'all. And I will see y'all again soon. I don't even remember how to turn this off. It took me about an hour to turn it on. End stream. Okay. Y'all have a great day. Bye.